we don't know, we are not clear about that till now. That's the general thing which I have kept. So these are the textbooks. Okay, so Bhaga, this is the same book which you should refer for the IoT fundamentals. Bhaga, this is your basic book. Then Casimali and Goodman. These are the three textbooks, and there are some reference books which you can see in your syllabus. They have been given. So moving over to the first module, these are the links which I have referred for preparing the slides. You can anyway go to those references. So coming over to the first module, so we will be discussing about the IoT architecture. Okay. So can you see the slide, everyone? This PDF. What is the syllabus? Yeah. Is the PDF visible to you, everyone? Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
as per your syllabus, the first thing is models applied in IoT solutions. So already this assumes that you know what is an IoT ecosystem, what are its components. Next thing is in this syllabus you will study about what are the models applied for those solutions. So what is model, what is how is that applied in the IoT domain? So that's what your syllabus expects you to learn in this module. So this IoT architecture is whatever this particular slide is about, just a recap of what things you know and whatever you have studied in your previous subject, that is IoT fundamental. So you already know that IoT ecosystem or any IoT architecture comprises of these four things. It is supposed to have a sensor or some actuator followed by a device, so with which the sensor is connected, and the device and the sensors together need to be communicated through connected to a cloud through a gateway. So these are the four basic things. One is your device having a sensor, and then cloud having connected to the device through a gateway. So these are the basic components of your IoT. Coming over to what are these slides are given all the details, what are those four components. Since you are already aware of all these things, I think that will be a repetition, so just go through the slides once I say. So these are, just remember, these are the four components. So any IoT ecosystem needs to have a device having a sensor which needs to be connected to a cloud, okay, through a gateway. That's all, just four things you need the ecosystem. So whatever I told, that same thing is diagrammatically represented here. So you have your sensors or actuators, which may be wired or wireless devices, followed by a device, which will be a data acquisition system, where all the devices, sensors will be connected there, followed by this gateway. In this gateway, the edge IT is used generally. You can anyway go through the slides elsewhere. So that finally is connected to the cloud. So these are the four components of the ecosystem. So these whatever I told now is already covered in the previous semester. So now whatever I will discuss, that is the syllabus for this semester. So there are different models. As I showed you that your syllabus is concerning about the models of IoT ecosystem. So what are models? What are the models you will be using for any IoT? So just need not go into the subject in detail. Just think as a layman. So if you are designing a product, that means you are creating a business for yourself. Then what kind of models you will be following? That's what is your syllabus. So this, what are the models? Let me directly go into this. So a business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers and captures values. So what is value? Suppose you are designing a product. Now there is a misconception that suppose you are designing something, a product, you are designing a normal watch. Okay, how can I make it smart? Generally, if somebody is a layman, he will think that I'll put some sensor inside and then I'll put a display unit, so it will become smart. So that's not the correct way to think. So if you are planning to go for an IoT or a smart device, it's not that you directly put in sensors, you put in devices like display units and it becomes smart. There is so much more that needs to be done if you are interested in actually make it smart. So what are those things? So that is called value addition to the object or some product. So how do you go about adding value to the product? So one thing you need to keep in mind is whenever you are designing a product, if you want to make it smart or you want to make it a IoT enabled one, so apart from adding extra devices to that, you need to consider the value associated with it. So how do you consider? Like you need to think of how to improve it, after selling it, how the customer feedback comes and all those things. Everything has to be kept in mind. So your business model should comprise of all those things starting from its conception to the feedback. Everything has to be covered. So what is the first model? Your first model is the subscription model. So this is one approach. Suppose you are designing something, you might have heard about those like Amazon also comes with this subscription approach now. So this is a model approach. What happens is you don't sell the product entirely at one go. Okay, what you do is you give a subscription to the product. So whenever you buy something from Amazon, suppose you are buying some grocery items or something, suppose some kid toddler products or diapers for the kids and all, whenever you buy, they ask you for a subscription. So what is that subscription? So instead of buying, because that's a common product which you will be using, suppose you are buying like rice or flour or oil from Amazon grocery, so it's obvious that you will need it continuously till your life ends. So every month or every 15 days, every 2 months, you need to have that product delivered to your home at that, like from suppose Amazon you are subscribing. So what you need is after every 2 months you need that product delivered. So what you do is you go for that subscription approach. So if you what they do is they provide you some benefits, like some discount they'll give, like 5% discount will be given if you subscribe this. That means every month from your account money will be deducted and the product will be delivered. So that way you say you are benefited by reducing some, like getting some benefit in terms of like some discounts and all, and Amazon also gets benefited because it gets a permanent customer. So that's how the business plan works. So this is the first approach called the subscription model. So there is the theory and all are there. So if you want, you can refer to all these things. So just whenever you are designing a product, suppose some mobile you are designing is like some smartwatch you are designing. So what you need to do is you need to go for you can go for a subscription model while designing. So what is that subscription model? You release the or sell the smartwatch, then you tell that every 2 months there will be software update. So you need to, like, the people will be benefited, like they'll think that I am up to date, I am like going at the same pace with this trend and all. So they will be believing that way. Plus you charge them some money that this software will be downloaded at this cost of this, suppose 20 rupees or 30 rupees. So they won't feel bad about that paying 20, a minimal amount. Plus you will be also benefited as a like provider. So that's the first approach called the subscription. Next comes the outcome based model. So what is this outcome based model? So let me give you one example. Suppose you go and try to sell oil in a market. Okay. So there will be like there is so much competition. There are so many like oil companies in the market. So people won't be that willing to buy your product. So what tactics you can use is you can go for outcome based model. Okay. So what is this outcome based approach? Outcome based approach is you try to like what you tell. You try to sell your product as if it is a outcome based one. Just 1 second. Okay. So what is this outcome based approach? Let me tell you. So here what happens is you try to sell your product telling that if you buy this, suppose you want to, you might have seen that movie Bala, right? So have you seen that movie Bala, a Hindi movie? Has anybody seen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what was that like the actor, the like hero, the Ayushman, he used to have that fear that he's losing his hair. So whatever he was doing was just to like suppress his fear. So whenever you want to make or sell your product in the market, what you need to do is you need to tactfully sell your product, saying that if you put this oil in your hair, then your hair won't fall. Okay, so that one second. Mama, mama, mama. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. Just resume. So what you need to do is whenever you are trying to sell your product in the market, you need to sell it as an outcome based thing. What is outcome based thing? So people generally like see now you see the tactics of Patanjali. Okay, you might have heard like used products of Patanjali. So what Ramdev Baba is doing right now is, so he is thinking he has analyzed the market properly, that people are more interested towards like something which is indigenous or something which you tell that there is no chemicals, no like harmful materials or something, and those are organically made. So that's why he has grasped the attention of the like market properly. So for your thing also, whenever you try to market or manufacture something, always keep in mind that whenever you are selling your product, you can go for this outcome based model. So what is that outcome based model? So suppose some person has wants to create a like hole in the wall of his like in his home's wall, he want to create a hole. So if you go and sell a drilling machine, so he won't be interested that much. But if you tell that, sir, you take this machine, if you want to create a hole in your wall, you can create. So he won't think that this is a drilling machine. He will think that this is something which I need. I want to create a hole and this is the machine I need. Because whenever the person comes, he won't directly ask you that I want a drilling machine or something. He will think that I want a product which will help me create hole in the walls. So that's what the entire approach is about. So the second approach is a outcome based model. So what you do here is you try to sell your product specifying that if you take this, this will be your outcome. So you don't try to sell, suppose smart band you are creating or manufacturing, you don't sell it as this is a smart band. You tell that, sir, if you take this band, your health will be monitored, your heart rate will be monitored, your pulse rates will be monitored. If something like your heart beat goes up, then your doctor will be informed. So that's how you try to sell your product. So this is all about the second approach called the outcome based approach. And third is asset sharing model. So what is this asset sharing model? So suppose think of suppose there is some cyclone or some kind of natural calamity that suppose Tamil Nadu was hit by some cyclone or something. So what happened was, suppose there was power cut for like 1 week or 10-15 days. So what people will do is they'll try to search for the inverters and all. How many days it can survive? Just max 2 days or 3 days max. So it cannot survive beyond that. So how is this asset sharing model? So what you can go with this is, suppose you sell your product telling that I am selling a generator where you need not buy the product. What you can do is you can hire the product. Okay, so that way, suppose some costly thing you are selling, so you suppose the generator might cost like 1 lakh or something. So people will be hesitant to buy because they know that after this cyclone period they won't be needing that generator. But if you can sell that product as an asset sharing thing, like you take hire this for this many days for 10,000 or 5,000, so people will be more interested. So that's what your approach you can choose. Suppose you have manufactured something, so you can go for this asset sharing model. Is it clear? Do you understand what I am saying? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Is it clear, right? Asset
Yes,
sharing
ma'am.
model? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let me just give you one more example. Okay, so what is this asset? You might have heard about this. So what is this asset sharing model? So let me give you one more example. Suppose you might have heard about this like big Indian weddings nowadays. So generally what they are doing is the bride and groom are wearing those like Manish Malhotra dresses like lehengas and suits and Sabyasachi dresses. So those come at a very high price. Like each dress will be costing you around 15-20 lakhs. So that's like for a middle class family, it's not worth. Like you wear it for a single day. So why to like spend so much money on a single dress that you won't be also repeating next. So you won't be wearing your like Sadika Joda next anytime in your life again. So why to spend so much on that particular dress? So what you can do is nowadays, that's why like shopkeepers in Delhi and all, what they are doing is they are coming with this sharing model. So you can hire it for one night. So you pay 30,000 per night and you take your dress and wear it and then you can return it. So that's how the asset sharing thing is working. So for that same particular dress, now like suppose 100 people wear that dress, so automatically your initial investment is like you can recover that. So that's what can happen in your product also. Suppose you want to like sell your product, you need not always go for selling it at a like higher price. What you can do is you can hire it like put it as a asset sharing model also. So next comes the razor blade model. So what is this razor blade? So you might have heard about the like you might have used the razor blade. So what happens is like the barber shop and all wherever you go, they use these blades in the razor. Okay, so razor is basically a plastic thing and there are blades. Okay, so what you need to do in this model is if you sell lot of blades, okay, blades are obviously cheaper than the entire razor blade, okay, because that is just an attachment. So that is a cheaper version. So what once the people buys the entire razor blade, the next time onwards they won't go for buying the entire thing. What they will do is they'll simply buy the blade and replace the older one. Just as in case of suppose all out liquid you think, or the good night liquid whatever we buy the machine along with the liquid just once. Okay, the next time we don't buy the entire machine, we just buy the refill liquid. Okay, so what you can do is if you make that like attachment or the all out liquid or the good night liquid very cheap, So what people will do is they won't be hesitant to buy that because that is obviously cheaper than the entire device. So next what you can do is if you sell like make that like more cheap like cheaper the all out liquid and all, so people will be preferring to buy that, they won't be hesitant, but along with the device it might be a costly. So what you can do is you can make, even if you don't like, if even if you pay like make the device free also, your actual money will be recovered because you will be selling more and more of the liquids, so automatically the money gets adjusted. So even if you give the device free of cost also, it won't affect you. So that is called as the razor blade model. So what is how in IoT you can use this? So suppose you are manufacturing your smart band or something, like suppose a mobile phone or something. So instead of you can give your mobile phone, suppose your main purpose is your app, suppose. So what you can do is people might not be that much interested in getting your app. Okay. So what you can do is you can give the app pay some money for the app, but you give a phone free along with the app. Okay. Somebody wants to download the app, he has to pay suppose 250 rupees and the phone is free. So that way if you do, like millions of people will be interested because they'll think that with this 250 it is very cheap. I get a phone, I get the app, it is good. So what you will do is your ultimate money will be like recovered because there will be multiple number of people buying the same product. Okay, so that's called the razor blade model. So this is also one approach which you can follow. So this Amazon also has this razor blade model nowadays. So what they are doing is uh, uh, you have this device, you can see this yeah, HP connected printers. Let me give you this example. In the HP printers now they have this ink cartridge. Okay, so they automatically reorder the ink cartridge, like after it is getting towards the it is getting over, it automatically reorders the cartridge because every time like it gets finished it orders the cartridge. Similarly, like Amazon also, what is happening is suppose you have your fridge which is an IoT enabled fridge. Suppose some vegetable or some grocery is getting over, so automatically it sends message to the nearby place or nearby shop where they deliver your grocery or vegetable. So nowadays everybody is getting involved in this razor blade approach. Razor blade means when it is getting over, the product is getting over, you reorder that. Don't buy the entire thing, like whatever is needed just refill that amount. So that is called as a razor blade approach. Next is monetize your IoT data. So can anybody tell me how Facebook is earning money? Anyone? Facebook is free. Everybody has a free account. So how is Facebook earning money? Any idea?
Ma'am, by
Ads.
advertisement.
Through ads,
From
through
ads.
ads.
Mostly
Ads.
advertisements, ma'am.
Okay,
Ads.
okay, that's true. So what Facebook does is those advertisements, you might have seen that those are like customer specific. Okay, the ads don't come like abruptly. Suppose you might have googled something related to some food items or something. You generally will see that in your Facebook also, you that particular the ad related to that pops up. Okay, so those are like customer specific thing. Similarly in LinkedIn also, similar like customer specific tailor made things are popped up. So this is how they make money. What they do is they take your personal data, they sell it to a third party. Okay, so but that is like they make you aware of that, the thing that they will be sharing your data. Okay, it's not that they steal your thing or something. You are like when you sign up, that time itself you agree that your data will be shared with the third party. So once they give that data to a third party, so then the third party utilizes your data. Like you are interested in, suppose you are searching some particular suppose jewelry or some particular dress material or something, whatever, like suppose schools you are searching, so accordingly that particular item will be popped up in your thing. That's because Facebook will be sharing your interest, whatever you are like searching and all that through Facebook. So that will be shared with the third party, so the third party can share his or her information with you. Then that's the way they monetize your IoT data. All your data will be monetized using the third party. So the sixth model is pay per usage. So this is something, suppose you think you have a car, okay, you have like, imagine the car. Yeah. Yeah, plane. So what you do is, most of the time the car is unused. Okay, you don't use the car 24/7. Suppose for a day also, for a week also, you might not use the car. So what you do is, whenever you go out, suppose you won't prefer car. Suppose the road is congested, you won't prefer car. So when you prefer car, suppose you have to go to a far away distance, or the road is smooth that way. So that way you prefer a car. So, but still you pay for the car, the entire money, like 10 lakhs or 12 lakhs, you pay for the car, even if you don't use it all the time. Okay. So, and after some years also, that gets like, you are not eligible to use the car further. So what model you can use is pay per usage. So what is this model is, you might have heard about that Zoom car, Zap car. Nowadays they have this idea, right? So that you pay some money, like the car will come to your place, and depending on how many kilometers you ride, you will be charged the money. Have you heard about those concepts, right? Zap car or Zoom car, they have that kind of a thing. Have you heard about that? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that Zap car, or what is that? Do you, I'm like pronouncing it correctly, or what is that? Zap car or Zoom car? What is that?
Zoom
Have
car, ma'am.
you
Zoom car.
seen that Zoom car, right? That tripling you might have seen, right? That Chitwan episode and all. So there he used to have that Zoom car or something. He used to go from Assam to Delhi, then Kolkata, everywhere he used to go from Rajasthan. So those kind of cars are available. Like, you need not pay the money for the entire, like just whatever kilometer you ride, accordingly you pay the money. If you want, they can provide you the driver also, and if you don't want, the driver won't also be there. Okay, so that is the pay per usage of the product. This is a model, business model, where you can pay depending on whatever usage the customer does. So whenever you try to sell your product, what you can do is, you can make it as a pay per usage. So suppose a smart band, suppose it is a costly smart band, suppose something, you need not give it like pay the entire money of the product. What you can do is, you tell the customer that you can hire the smart band, suppose for 2 hours, and pay 200 bucks. So that's one business approach which you can follow. Next is the seventh model, which is the final model, that is offer a service approach. So offer a service means, here you need to provide a service to the customer. So this is not this is like suppose use an IoT product to monitor a machinery, predict maintenance, and then sell a maintenance contract. So these kind of things, like you sell your product to such that the product or the IoT product can monitor the machinery in your factory. It can predict the maintenance, just like your tractor health, like, and all we studied. So all those can be done using your IoT product. Okay. So this is the final model, that is the seventh model, which is like related to your IoT. Next one, this is all about the first module, the first portion of the first module, that is models. Let me just say, models applied in IoT solutions. So these are the 7 models, like razor blade, then outcome based, service based, then per usage based. So these are like basic concepts which you can go through when I just share the slides. Just remember those basic examples, like which example to give where. So those are this is all about the models applied in your IoT solution. So I'll end up the class here. Is there anything more you people want me to like look into, or anything, any doubt? Is it clear whatever we discussed today? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I'll just post the question. All of you can answer. Then we'll. Mama. Mama. I've shared the question. All of you can answer, then we'll find out. Those who have answered can. Okay, all of you need not write your name. Just try to give the poll. I'll give you attendance. If you are submitting the poll, need not write your name. Okay. I'll end up the meeting here. Stop recording.